Hoffman. George is a retired resident of Strasburg, a fan of baseball music. He's been singing at our games since our first season. He would tell you that as far as an anthem goes, he's pretty much a traditionalist, which you will hear shortly. He likes it presented in its original form and reference. He does not try to make it his own. He enjoys sharing his love of singing with anyone who's kind enough to listen and enjoy. George, whenever you're ready.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you, George. Jim, if you want to make your way out to the mound with Finn, we have a very, very special guest tonight. Finn, he's grandson of Jim and Gina Ruff, a 2-year-old medical miracle that you're watching out there. Finn was born with a significant known heart defect. His heart and stomach were on the opposite side of his body, and he was born without a spleen. The medical procedures that he underwent during the first several months of his young life would give chills to a doctor. He has not only survived, he has thrived. We're delighted to welcome Finn to throw out the first pitch when Jim and Gina's united the ballpark. So Finn, whenever you're ready, someone give that boy a baseball. He's got one. All right, and he's a southpaw. Hey, that's a strike in the Valley League. Nice job. Sometimes.
The 2026 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2026 Strasburg Express in the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutshaw. Glad to be with you here tonight on a scorching night in the Valley. The 12-11 Strasburg Express play host to the 13-10 Winchester Royals. Eli Blair gets the baseball tonight for the Express. Blair, left-hander, who was out of the University of Florida. He is now transferring to the University of South Florida. He's out of Panama City Beach, Florida. 6'8", 225, left-hander, and he'll get the baseball here tonight for the Express. Numbers on the year for Blair. This is his 4th start of the year. He has an ERA of 5.06. He's gone 10 2/3 innings, allowed 14 hits, 6 earned runs. He's walked just 2. He struck out 8. And the lineup he will face tonight for the visiting Winchester Royals. Leading off and playing left field, it's Bodie Pullen. Batting second is Carl Keenan, the second baseman. Batting third, Jamie Padilla, the center fielder. Batting fourth, Brody Connors, the third baseman. Batting fifth is Cameron Tellefson, the first baseman. Batting sixth and doing the catching is J.P. Williams. Batting seventh is Reese Newberry, the DH. Batting eighth, the right fielder Cameron Dillard. And batting ninth tonight for Winchester, the shortstop Zach Fortman. So Talked about the heat. It is a huge factor this week in the Valley. Heat index expected to near around 110 by Friday night. First pitch of the game as we start in a delay is a called strike at 7:21. Winchester had some transportation issues, so we push back a little bit and ready to go now. 0-1 the count to Bodie Pullen. Pullen enters hitting .319 for the Royals. That pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pullen out of Richmond, the University of Richmond, hails from Winchester, 6'2 righty, 190. 1-1 from Blair. That misses outside. Strasburg coming off of a win on Monday night in a makeup game, 3-2 at Front Royal. Once again getting them back above 500 as the seesaw has continued with their record. 2 balls and a strike now to the right-hander. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit the short. Charging the shortstop. Throw to first by Kerwin is high. And off the glove of the first baseman, McGowan. That'll be an infield single. All right, that will be
Second baseman from Shenandoah.
an error on the shortstop, Kerwin.
Keenan.
All right, here's Carl Keenan, the second baseman. Keenan hitting .517, 15 for 29 with a double and 3 runs driven in. The pitch shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike. 0-1. Defense tonight behind the left-hander Blair. In the outfield, Green in left, Douglas in center, Milford in right. In the infield, Ruby at third, Kerwin at short, Kohlmeyer at second, McGowan at first, and Morrish behind the plate. Check to first and nearly thrown away, but McGowan keeps it in front. Winchester second place in the North Division, entering play tonight with a record of 13-10, half a game behind Purcellville for first place. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strasburg technically in third place right now. They're 12-11. They're 1.5 games out of first. The top 4 teams in the division separated by just 2.5 games. Granite Newmarket has fallen down into fourth place, and they've lost 6 in a row. 0-2 the count to Carl Keenan out of Shenandoah University. The pitch. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-2. Keenan also hails from Winchester. A lot of Shenandoah players on this Winchester team, along with their starting pitcher tonight, Blaine Griffin. Pretty big lead at first for Pullen, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him on strikes. The breaking ball there from the left-hander Blair gets the swing and miss. And the first out of the game here in the top of the first.
34, Jamie Padilla.
And it brings up yet another Hornet, Jamie Padilla. Jamie hails from Yonkers, New York, 5'9", righty, 175. I had the pleasure of calling a walk-off grand slam for Padilla a few years ago when I was doing some games for Shenandoah that year. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. SU, one of the premier Division III programs. (0-1). And that's in there, 0-2. Jamie enters play tonight hitting .250, 3 doubles and a triple. Also has 8 runs driven in on the season. Winchester enters play as a team hitting .248 on the season, which is well below Strasburg with a .262 batting average. The big difference is this ball is off the glove, nearly out of play, and there's no throw to second. So an E1 on Blair, and already the second error of the night for the Express. All right, it'll be an error on the first baseman. 0-2 the count to Padilla. Swinging a ground ball right side. Kohlmeyer's going to have to hustle. He gets to it. He sets. He throws in time, and there are 2 outs, moving the runner to third for Winchester. Productive plate appearance there from Jamie Padilla.
third baseman from Old Dominion University, number 7, Brody Connors.
So good play there by Kohlmeyer, ranging to his left to make the play. So 2 outs now for the third baseman, Brody Connors. Connors hitting .349 on the season with 11 runs driven in. He also has 5 extra base hits. Runner at third, 2 outs. And he takes called strike 1. So Blair getting ahead again. So a error to start the game, then a strikeout, then another error. Ground out. With a runner at third now and 2 outs. And that's in there, strike 2. As I was saying, the big difference between these two teams are their pitching staffs. Winchester, one of the better ERAs in the league at 5.15. Strasburg comes in north of 7, which is worse than the Valley League. 0-2 to the third baseman, Brody Connors, and he swings and hits one up the middle. It'll be a base hit. So errors costly here in inning number 1 for the Express. Had him down 0-2 and gave him too good of a pitch to hit. It's 1-0 Winchester here in the top of the first.
Now batting the first baseman from ODU, number 42, Cameron Tellison.
Here's Cameron Tellison out of ODU. Tellison with 5 home runs, leading the team in that category. They've hit 9 overall. He's hitting .266. He has 13 runs driven in, and he'll bat here with a man at first and 2 outs. And that misses. Last time we saw Winchester, Tellison hit 2 home runs for the Royals in a losing effort. .1-0 from Eli Blair. Swinging a high fly to left center. That ball is way up there, giving it a look, and it is gone. So right on cue, Tellefson hits another home run here, and the Royals now lead it 3-0 in the top of the first. So a disaster of a start here for the Express.
Now batting the catcher, number 26, J.P. Williams.
3 unearned runs on the board. And now J.P. Williams, the catcher, will step in. Williams hitting .364. 8 for 22 with a double and a home run. 9 runs driven in. The pitch. Breaking ball in there. Strike 1. So in this first inning, if anything, it shows how important not giving free 90s are. Walks, hit by pitches, errors. Swing and a miss, 0-2. No walks or hit by pitches this inning, but the 2 errors have been costly, especially the one that allowed Poland to reach base to begin with. Blair has Williams behind 0-2. Williams also from Shenandoah University. That pitch misses 1-2. One-two is a called strike 3, and that will do it here in the first inning. 3 unearned runs for Winchester come across. 2-run shot by Cam Tellefson. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming to bat. Back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Winchester with a 3-0 lead for their right-hander out of Shenandoah University, Blaine Griffith. And the first pitch, the leadoff man, Tommy Kerwin, misses 1-0. Blaine Griffin, 6'2" right-hander out of Yorktown, Virginia, and his numbers on the year. Enters with a record of 1-1 as that is hit into right field for a leadoff single for Tommy Kerwin. So Strasburg not wasting any time getting their first hit of the game. Griffin, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, just 1 earned. He's walked 1 and struck out 3. He did pitch on Sunday. So he is, even though they haven't played since Sunday, he is starting in back-to-back games for Winchester. Single for Kerwin. Here is Jay Douglas, and he shows the bunt, pulls back and takes a strike, 0-1. For Tommy Kerwin, he is now 17, make it 18 for 56, so hitting about .315 on the season. Jay Douglas, the batter, looking to get going offensively. Made some really nice plays in Front Royal the other night. He is out of Eastern Kentucky University out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Jay swings and grounds one up the middle. That'll be stopped by the diving shortstop. Tossed to second. They get the out there. Heck of a play out there by Zach Fortman, robbing Douglas of a hit. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting the DH from Gulf Coast State College, number 25, Sam Brown.
And here's Sam Brown. He was today named the National Summer Ball Player of the Week. Heck of an honor for Sam Brown. Comes in hitting .433 on the season, 6 doubles, 5 home runs, 24 runs driven in. The left-hander waits and takes ball 1. Brown has had an incredible season to this point for the Express out of Gulf Coast State College. 1-0. Swinging a drive to right field, but right there to Dillard, making the catch on the line out. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So it was hit well, but right at him.
UNC Asheville, number 11, Ben Green.
So with 2 outs, it brings up Ben Green, the left fielder. Green out of UNC Asheville, hails from Charlotte. Green off to a good start through his first 4 games. 4 for 11, hitting .364, 3 runs driven in. Check to first. Douglas back in safely. And that's outside. So again, Winchester 3 unearned runs in the first inning. Strasburg trying to answer back quickly in this bottom of the first. 1-0. That's outside as well, 2-0. May see a new member of the Express step to the plate this inning. Dante Ruby is on deck. Ruby out of Keystone College, 5'9" right-hander. Check to first, Douglas back in again. Again, we want to thank everyone for joining us tonight here from First Bank Park. Maybe watching on YouTube or on Facebook. That pitch is a strike. And the count now 2-1. Very, very hot night at the ballpark. 2-1. Green takes a little bit down and away. Not a bad pitch there from the right-hander, but it's called ball 3, 3-1. And that is grounded to first, bobbled by Tellefson, but he'll take it to the bag. And after the leadoff single, Strasburg's offense goes cold in the top. Check that, the bottom of the first. 3-0 Winchester. We go to the second. 3-0 Winchester as we go to the top of the second. Royals send up 7-8-9, Reese Newberry, Cameron Dillard, and Zach Fortman. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1 to Reese Newberry. Newberry out of shorter from Lilburn, Georgia. Grounds it softly left side. It's going to be off the glove of the third baseman, Ruby, into left field. And a base knock for Newberry. So leadoff single.
Right fielder from Middle Georgia State, number 21, Christian Dillard.
Newberry now 3 for 6 in his first 6 tries at the plate. So Cameron Dillard, the right fielder, steps in. Dillard takes a strike, 0-1. I have Cameron Dillard. I think it should be Christian Dillard. Is that? Let's see. Yeah, I think I wrote the wrong name. Yep. Christian Dillard, my apologies. 1-1. That's high, 2-1. One. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. So Christian Dillard enters play hitting .265. Dillard out of Middle Georgia State, out of Melbourne, Florida. 6'2 righty, 205. Blair looking for a double play or strikeout. And that is grounded to Kohlmeyer at second. He bobbles, he goes to second. They get the lead runner back to first, not in time. It's a little bit of a slow turn there, costing the Express a double play. But they do get the lead runner at second, and there's 1 out. Ball was hit pretty sharply by Dillard.
From the University of the South, number 27, Zach Fortman.
And with 1 out, it brings up Zach Fortman, the shortstop. Fortman out of the University of the South from Clinton, South Carolina, 6'1 righty, 180. Fortman hitting .224 on the season. And the first pitch from Blair misses for ball 1. Grounded softly to short. Kerwin charges, throws to first in time. Nice on the move play there by the shortstop, Tommy Kerwin. There are 2 outs as moving to second is Dillard.
Left fielder, number 2, Bodie Pullen.
So now the top of the lineup here with a man at second and 2 outs. Pullen led off the game, reaching on an error. Strasburg trying to strand this runner out there at second. He's going to pull back his bunt and then take a strike. That's what they did so well here. The last home game against Newmarket, they just didn't allow the Rebels to get guys in. They racked up a bunch of hits throughout the game, but didn't let them come in. Gave up just the 1 run. That was a solo shot. 0-1. And that's grounded sharply to short. Kerwin stays down. He sets and throws to first in time, and that will do it here in the top of the second. Winchester gets a man in the scoring position, but they leave him out there. As we go to the home half of the second, it'll be Ruby, Milford, and McGowan when we return on the Express Baseball Network. Dante Ruby leads off for Strasburg as we go to the bottom of the second, making his express debut. Ruby out of Keystone College. First at bat right here, the 0-1. Swinging a ground ball left side. That'll be picked up by the third baseman Connors. His throw to first is in time. A lot of ground balls tonight. One up, one down here in the second. Brings up Cooper Milford making his express debut. Milford played in the Valley League for Front Royal a couple years ago. He's out of Georgia State. Just a temperature update here as we're about a quarter till 8 o'clock. Coming in with a temp of 94 degrees. The feel-like temperature is 106. So Milford stepping in for the first time, and he takes a breaking ball off the plate, ball one. High of 101 tomorrow, 101 on Friday. But that doesn't include the feel-like temperature. Milford takes low, 2-0. And we're only sitting up here in the press box. We're not even out there on the field. Those guys wearing the jersey and pants. 2-0, fouled away, 2-1. Three 0 Winchester. We play here in the bottom of the second. And that is popped up and to right. Dillard there, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Marshall McGowan, the first baseman.
Now batting the first baseman from Western Carolina, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
Well, since that leadoff single by Kerwin, Strasburg not putting together very good at-bats. A lot of weak contact. See if McGowan can change that. Takes a breaking ball for a first pitch strike, 0-1. Marshall McGowan enters play tonight hitting .288. 4 doubles, a home run, 10 runs driven in. Fouled back and quickly 0-2. Again, Strasburg is a team, one of the better offenses in the league. Granted, we've seen the highest of highs and the lowest of lows throughout the first 23 games or so. 0-2. Swinging a pop-up. Out there in left field, Pullen coming in. Still coming in, makes the catch, and another very quiet effort for Strasburg in the second. 1, 2, 3 they go. We go to the third. Winchester leads 3-0. We go to the top of the third. Winchester sends up 2, 3, 4, Carl Keenan, Jamie Padilla, and Brody Connors. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Carl with a strikeout swing in his first time around. Eli Blair and an 0-1 count. And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And a little bit off the plate, 2-1 now. Shout out to Troy watching over on Facebook. Big Royals fan. Has watched our games for years. 2-1. And a little bit high. Not missing by much. 3-1. Other games around the league tonight. Stanton's at Culpeper. Waynesboro's at Covington. Charlottesville's at Front Royal. Harrisonburg's at Woodstock. And Percival's at Newmarket. 3-1, Blair takes a deep breath and deals, and that is popped up in the infield. Shortstop has been a busy spot tonight for both teams as Kerwin makes the catch. And there's 1 out here in the third inning. Here's Jamie Padilla.
Now batting, number 34, Jamie Padilla.
Padilla grounded out to second his first time up. And Jamie takes a strike. It's 0-1. And that is lined fair down the left field line, and it'll be extra bases for Padilla. Rounding first and into second, it'll be a stand-up double. And the Royals have yet another hit, their 4th of the night, and a 1-out double here in the third inning. So here is Brody Connors, the third baseman.
Now batting, number 7, Brody Connors.
Connors with an RBI single on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs in the first inning. That then led to a run scoring, and then after that a 2-run homer by the man on deck, Cameron Tellefson, who has been an express killer so far this year. Pitch coming from Blair to Connors is in there, strike 1. Oh, 1. Down and in. 1-1 now. Blair at 29 pitches, 17 of those for strikes. One is grounded left side in the hole. Kerwin picks it up. He throws across his body to first and picked out nicely by McGowan. Heck of a play by the shortstop, Tommy Kerwin, saving a run from coming in to score. There are now 2 outs. And here is Cameron Tellefson. So a nice defensive play there in the hole by the shortstop out of Wofford. 2 outs now, man at third. Here's Tellefson. And he swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Tellefson with a 2-run home run. Back in inning number 1. He's out of Old Dominion. That just misses. Good pitch there from Blair. Can't hate that location at all, 1-1. So with that home run, Tellefson up to 6 home runs and 15 runs driven in. 0-1, swing and a miss. And the count is now 0-2. Strasburg will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the third. They're going to be trailing by at least 3, trying to keep it right there. The Royals, meanwhile, threatening with a man at third and 2 outs. 0-2, grounded foul left side. And we'll do it again. Well, credit to all the fans who came out tonight. Actually a decent crowd, especially for considering the weather conditions we're dealing with tonight. That will continue for the rest of the week. 0-2. And a called strike 3 as Blair gets another strikeout of the Royals. Winchester strands a man at third. We go to the bottom of the third. Royals lead 3-0. Strasburg looking to get on the board for the first time tonight. Strasburg too bad as we go to the bottom of the third inning. They send up Fuller Morris, J.W. Kohlmeyer, and Tommy Kerwin. Fuller Morris from Georgia State takes a strike. It's 0-1. Morris is a recent arrival for the Express. He's a catcher. And he's behind 0-1. And he lines one to short. That's over the leaping shortstop's head into left center, and that'll go all the way to the wall. Padilla can't cut it off. His throw in is not in time, and a leadoff double for the catcher Fuller Morris. Second hit of the night for the Express. Good piece of hitting there. Squared it up and hit it on the line.
Now batting, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
And here's J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman out of Virginia Military Institute. Kohlmeyer's been swinging it pretty well as of late. Bats here. And he swings and misses 0-1. Has his average up to 250. 12 for 48 with a double. 4 runs driven in. Big thing here, you just want to get that man over to third, however you have to do it. 0-1's popped up and out of play, 0-2. Swing and a miss. And Kohlmeyer unable to get the job done there as he goes down on 3 pitches, and there's 1 out here in the third inning. Brings up the top of the lineup,
5,
Tommy Kerwin.
Tommy Kerwin.
Kerwin out of Wofford. And the pitch. That misses, ball 1. So right-hander Blaine Griffin trying to work around a leadoff double after he worked around a leadoff single in the first inning. 1-0. Kerwin hits one in the air to center, but it's routine for Padilla, and he'll make the catch. And the catcher trying to tag up to third, and the throw is cut off, and he's in there safely. So aggressive base running there for Morris, but he's there safely. 2 outs now, and it brings up Jay Douglas.
Now batting, number 12, Jay Douglas.
Douglas was robbed of a hit his first time up on a grounder up the middle. A diving stop by Zach Fortman. Tossed to second to get the lead runner. So now Jay will try to get the Express on the board here, trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Douglas takes outside, ball 1. 18 pitches for Griffin to this point, just 9 of them for strikes. One 0. Swing and a foul back, got a piece of the catcher. Defense behind the right-hander Griffin in the outfield. Pulling in left, Padilla in center, Dillard in right. Connors at third, Fortman at short, Keenan at second, Tellefson at first, and Williams behind the plate. Umpire giving the catcher a second to breathe. And one unusual thing tonight, the umpires are wearing their powder blue, something you don't see too often, only when it's extremely hot like tonight. And you can't blame them. Douglas looking to come up with a big hit here. And he takes high, 2-1. Royals with 3 runs in the top of the 1st inning. 2-run home run by Cameron Tellefson. Griffin has looked good on the mound so far. And he throws a slow breaking ball in there, and Douglas watches it for a strike. 2-2. Just 300 feet down the left and right field lines here at First Bank Park. Straightaway center at 365. 2-2, grounded to the left side. Fielded by Connors, and his throw is in time. Another scoreless inning for the right-hander Griffin as we go to the 4th. We go to the top of the 4th from First Bank Park in Strasburg. Kyle Gutschall with you here tonight, as always, and it'll be J.P. Williams, Reese Newberry, and Christian Dillard for the Royals. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Blair's been good tonight. Defense has let him down, and that's been the difference in this one so far. Little mistakes, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Williams struck out looking his first time up. Blair with 3 punch-outs through 3+ innings. He's allowed 3 runs. They should all be unearned, 0-2. Swinging a liner to left, it's going to go foul. 0-2 to Williams. And that misses. One, two, down and in, 2-2. Two. And a breaking ball called ball 3, and I think that's because Morris just too much movement there on the mitt. Moved it a lot harder than I think he needed to. So now 3-2. And a fly to left, it's crushed, and after just missing on strike 3, it turns into a home run for J.P. Williams, the catcher. 4-0 Winchester here in the 4th inning. That's the baseball gods right there. So a solo home run to start the inning.
Now batting number 17, Reese Newberry.
And that is hit in the air, left center field, but playable for Douglas. And Jay makes the catch and the first out of the inning. So good swing there on that home run by J.P. Williams, the catcher. And he came in as one of the better hitters on this team, hitting .364. That's just his first home run of the year. So 1 out now. Here's Christian Dillard. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. Swing and a miss. Tardy there, 0-1. 4 runs on 5 hits, and no errors for Winchester. No runs on 2 hits and 2 errors for Strasburg. 0-1. Inside, nearly hit him, 1-1. One is grounded foul to the left side, and Blair ahead 1-2 against the Winchester right fielder Christian Dillard. That misses up and away, 2-2. Ball 3. Three-two to Dillard with Zach Fortman waiting on deck. And a breaking ball. Misses for ball 4. Another close pitch, called a ball.
Now batting number 27.
And now Fortman will bat. Grounded out to short, his only time up. In the dirt, blocked by Moorish, 1-0. And that's called a strike, 1-1. swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 1-2. Top of the lineup waiting on deck, and Bodie pulling for Winchester. And it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner. Yet another strikeout for Blair looking. And there are 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
Now batting.
4 strikeouts for Blair,
Brody Poland.
3 of them looking. And here's Bodie pulling. He is 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored a run in the first. Grounded out to short in the second. Blair keeping an eye on the runner at first. He delivers, and that's popped up into shallow right. Kohlmeyer running out, and he reaches up and makes the running catch. Heck of a play by J.W. Kohlmeyer, who was shaded up the middle. Had to run a long way into right field, but he made the catch, and that will do it here in the 4th. A leadoff home run after it looked like J.P. Williams had struck out looking. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-0 Royals on top.
Express, number 25, Sam Brown.
Strasburg coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th, looking to get on the board. And we'll have the heart of the lineup, 3, 4, 5, Sam Brown, Ben Green, and Dante Ruby. Sam Brown lined out to right, his only time up. And he takes a strike from the right-hander from Shenandoah University, Blaine Griffin, 0-1. Brown entering play tonight with an average of .433. He takes outside 1-0. Excuse me, 1-1. Looks like some light throwing in the Winchester bullpen. 1-1, pulled the string on him and got in the swing and miss, 1-2. Strasburg looking for something on the offensive side tonight. They've had a leadoff single and double, both wasted. Innings number 1 and 3. 1-2, just misses. Not a bad pitch at all by Griffin, 2-2. Griffin 3+ innings, 1 strikeout, no walks so far. 2-2, popped up foul and out of play, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Two again, and that misses. 3-2 now. Another thing about Brown, he has walked 22 times in 19 games. Full count payoff pitch coming up. Right-hander sets and delivers. And that is hit well to right center field. Looking up, and this ball is gone. Sam Brown hits his first home run at First Bank Park here in 2026. But it's home run number 6 of the season and RBI number 25 as the Express get on the board here in the top of the 4th. It's 4-1. So Brown gets the Express going on a big fly to right center field as he continues to show his power. And it's a 4-1 ball game here in the fourth inning. Here's Ben Green, the left fielder. He grounded out to first, his only time up. And he swings and bloops one into center. That'll be down for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Express as Brown goes deep and now Green singles on a blooper to center. The Express have a man at first with nobody out. Here comes Dante Ruby, the third baseman.
Now batting, third baseman, number 1, Dante Ruby.
You think back to how close those pitches were, and like I was saying in the top of the inning, looked like Williams had potentially struck out, and then the next pitch he hit a home run. Well, right there were a couple of very close pitches to Sam Brown, and he took advantage of getting another pitch to see and knocked it out of the park. So a mound visit by the catcher Williams, giving Griffin a chance to breathe. And again, Williams and Griffin are both college teammates as well at Shenandoah. Dante Ruby ground out to first, his only time up. And he takes for ball one, close pitch once again. It's 1-0. Ruby out of Keystone College. And that is lined in the left center field. That's a base hit. And Green will stay at second. And how about that in his second at-bat? Dante Ruby gets a base knock. 3 consecutive hits to start the inning for the Express. A home run and 2 singles. And now the tying run comes to the plate with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Cooper Milford, the right fielder. Milford out of Georgia State. And the pitch misses 1-0.
Now batting, number 41, Cooper Milford.
Noticed on that pitch there, Griffin, as he was delivering the ball, his head was practically back at second base. So he was checking the runner, but also pitching at the same time. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Milford looking for his first hit of the summer campaign in just his second try. And a big spot. 1-1. That's in there again, 1-2. Green at second, Dante Ruby at first. We play here in the bottom of the fourth with Winchester leading Strasburg 4-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. Griffin checks the runner. Long hold and delivers. Breaking ball line to third. They get the out there. Back to second. It's thrown away. And Green's going to move up to third. So a screamer from Milford is an out at third base caught by Connors, but then he throws it to the bag and it gets away. It'll be an line out and an E5. And the Express have men at the corners with 1 out.
Now batting, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
So Marshall McGowan will now step in. And the pitch. A strike. And the count is 0-1. McGowan flew out to left, his only time up. That misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So again, a good play from Connors. Wasn't anything too complicated, but it was a screamer trying to go and get the double play, but Ben Green was able to take advantage of the throwing error. 1-1, grounded up the middle. This could be two. Oh, it's bobbled out there at short. They get the out at second, and they get it at first. And just one run for the Express in the bottom of the fourth. They get a run closer as we go to the fifth. New pitcher for Strasburg. As we go to the top of the fifth, it'll be Carl Keenan, Jamie Padilla, and Brody Connors against the right-hander Jacob Chadwell. First pitch from Chadwell misses for ball one. Chadwell out of Longwood from Chesapeake, Virginia. 1-0 to Keenan, who is 0 for 2. He takes high, 2-0. And that's in there for a strike, 2-1. Strasburg somehow in that last half inning found a way to 3 hits and only score 1 run. It's a tough ending to the inning for them. That pitch just misses, 3-1. Three-one now to the leadoff man here in the top of the fifth, Carl Keenan. And a called strike, too. And now 3-2. Payoff pitch from Chadwell. Swinging a ground ball first base side. McGowan slides and picks it up. He will hustle to first, slide to the bag, and make the play. Nice play over there by Marshall McGowan on the pickup and the hustle, sliding into first base, feet first. And there's one out here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting number 34,
So after that Webb gem of a play, it brings up Jamie Padilla, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 with a double his last time up. Chadwell deals up and in, 1-0. Is lined to short and off the glove of the shortstop, Kerwin. Base hit for Padilla on a ball that you'd like to see Kerwin catch, but you also can't give him an error on. So a screamer leads to the second hit of the game for Padilla. That was a little bit of a rise ball there off the bat. So Brody Connors will bat. He is 1 for 2, RBI single in the first. Big lead at first. The runner is going, throw to second. Caught by the backup man, Kerwin. It was out near center. That stolen base there, that's on Chadwell. He's got to look over to first and make an effort to hold the runner. Gives his catcher no chance there after a big jump and a steal for Padilla. So Winchester with a man in scoring position with 1 out. 1-0. That's in there from Chadwell, 1-1. Ground ball to short, picked up by Kerwin. He will look the runner back to second, throws to first in time. Shortstop continues to get worn out tonight. A lot of ground balls out there and liners. There are 2 outs here in the 5th.
Now batting number 42, Cameron Tellefson.
And here's Cameron Tellefson, the first baseman. And I know Williams, the on-deck man, hit a home run last time, but I wouldn't be overly aggressive here with Tellefson with a base open at first. You don't want to give up another long ball. The pitch. Fastball, he challenges him, and it's in there for a strike, 0-1. So a couple of ground outs, a single and a stolen base here in the inning for the Winchester Royals, leading 4-1. Chadwell checks the runner at second. Padilla and delivers. Inside, nearly hits Tellefson, 1-1. One grounded to second. Colemeyer fields, throws, and the out is made. Chadwell with a clean inning. No runs come across. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Strasburg down 4-1, and they'll send up 8, 9, and 1 when we return. Four to one Winchester as we go
24, Fuller Morris.
to the bottom of the 5th. And Fuller Morris takes the ball on a check swing, 1-0. Morris out of Georgia State doubled over the shortstop's head his first time up, but he was left out there at third base. 1-0 is in the dirt. So 2 balls, no strikes as Blaine Griffin tries to get through another inning here. Morris in a hitter's count. 2-0. That's high, 3-0. Again, one thing about this Winchester team, especially their bullpen, is they've got some good pitching. So you'd like to try to get as much as you can here against the starter before they go to the pen. Morris will be taking all the way here, and he takes a strike, 3-1. It'll be J.W. Kohlmeyer to follow, and then the top of the Strasburg lineup here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Griffin from the stretch, the 3-1. And that is a little bit inside ball 4. That didn't miss by a lot. And a leadoff walk, a dreaded leadoff walk to start the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting second baseman, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
And it brings up J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman, who struck out swinging his first time up. Could this be a spot where Kohlmeyer tries to lay down a drag bunt for a base hit? Third base side as Connors is way back. Here's a check to first, and the catcher Morris dives back in safely. Finally starting to feel a little bit of a temperature drop. Unfortunately, the humidity is not getting any better. Kohlmeyer pops it up foul and out of play. The count is 0-1. Not a lot of breeze. The only breeze we have is the electrical kind. Another throw to first. Morris back in. We've got 2 fans running up here, 3 windows, and of course what we're looking out is a big, like a huge window. 0-1. Line drive to right field, down the line. That's going to be down for a base hit, and it's bobbled out there by the right fielder. It'll be a double for Kohlmeyer as he was going to go to second regardless, and the Express in business again. Second and third, nobody out to start the bottom of the 5th. So the top of the lineup comes to bat, and Tommy Kerwin.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Tommy Kerwin.
And that will be it, it appears, for the right-hander Griffin. After the leadoff walk, a double by Kohlmeyer, and here comes Brian Burke. No signal yet. Could be stalling for about 30 seconds, and then the signal will be made. Trying to give the arm a little bit longer to get ready. And again, I say this every time, but now that it's been this long, this should have to be a substitution. Without the signal being made, and nope, no signal. So he is staying in the game. So the next time, if he comes out this inning, that will be it for Griffin. But for now, Brian Burke going to leave his right-hander in there to face the top of the lineup. Tommy Kerwin 1 for 2, single and a fly out to center. Corners are playing in here for the Royals in a 4-1 game. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball, high chopper up the middle. That'll be past the shortstop into center. 2 runs are going to score. Big turn for Kerwin. It'll be a single and a 2 RBI hit, and it's a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That was a high chopper up the middle. Shortstop Fortman, he didn't have a chance to make the play. He made a great effort, but he couldn't do anything out there. And just like that, bringing Strasburg within 1, and here's Jay Douglas. So a 4-3 game.
Now batting number 12, Jay Douglas.
And Douglas takes one, just missing, ball 1. Strasburg now out hitting Winchester 7-6. They threatened last half inning. It got slowed down by an inning-ending double play, but now threatening again, and they've scored 2 more. Douglas hits a high fly ball to left center. It's not going to have enough if Pullen's out there to make the catch, and there's 1 out. So the first out of the inning comes, and now brings up the dangerous Sam Brown, who hit a home run his last time up.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 25, Sam Brown.
You know, Winchester, they're in a tough spot right now because Griffin has only thrown 42 pitches. He has been extremely efficient. So you hate to pull the guy out of the game who has a low pitch count. Here's a check to first. Kerwin back in safely. But, you know, he's getting hit around the last couple of innings. So as a manager, you're definitely in a tough spot whether you leave him in or you go to the bullpen. Another check to first. Kerwin back in. And some of this is to give the bullpen time to get ready. All these throws over to first and such. It's a stall tactic without stopping the game. All right, pitch to Brown is down and into the backstop, and the tying run moves up to second as Griffin uncorked it, and Williams couldn't keep it in front. So a wild pitch, and the tying run is at second, and Tommy Kerwin. And we'll get to that in a second. 1-0 to Brown. Swing and a pop-up. He got under it. High fly to right center, playable for Padilla, who makes the catch. 2 outs. So Brown just getting under one there. Back-to-back fly outs, and now Ben Green will bat.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Ben Green.
Green 1 for 2, single and a ground out so far tonight. Green looking to tie it up with a base hit here. Throw back to second. Kerwin's in there safely. I wanted to point out that this inning started with the dreaded leadoff walk, and it's led to runs. But again, it wasn't a bad pitch. It was close pitches from Griffin. He just didn't get the calls. First one here to Ben Green. Popped up foul. Credit to the bottom of the lineup, though, for Strasburg. Morris drawing the walk, and then the double by Kohlmeyer, the 9-hitter. Love getting contributions from up and down the lineup. Sometimes the top of the lineup won't hit, and you're going to have to get it elsewhere. Griffin trying to get through 5 innings. Here's a throwback to second again. And doing a nice job giving plenty of time for Winchester's bullpen to get hot, if he's not already, with all these pickoff attempts. 0-1. That's high, 1-1. You don't see guys go 5 innings very often anymore in the Valley League, which is an unfortunate fact. Green takes a strike, and it's 1-2. Griffin a strike away from 5 solid innings here against this Express team. 1-2. And that's low. Good take there by Ben Green, the cleanup man and the left fielder from the University of North Carolina, Asheville. 2-2, grounded to second, and a smart move over there by Keenan as he shifted over there right before the pitch. That would have been a base hit into right field. Instead, the play is made, and that will do it in the 5th. We've got ourselves a game. 4-3, Winchester on top as we go to the 6th inning. We'll be back after this. J.P. Williams leads off for Winchester as we go to the top of the sixth. It'll be Williams, Newberry, and Dillard. Against the right-hander, Chadwell, as he's on the mound for inning number 2. First pitch way outside, ball 1. In the final line for Eli Blair, he went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, just 1 earned run. He only walked 1 and struck out 4, and that 1 walk was on a close pitch. Grounded softly to short again. Kerwin stays busy. Throw to first high, but on the mark is the tall first baseman McGowan, able to hold the bag for the first out.
Now batting the DH from shorter, number 17, Reese Newberry.
Here's Reese Newberry, the DH at a shorter University. He is 1 for 2, single and a fly out to center tonight. Chadwell sets and delivers. Breaking ball hit the third. Backhand pickup by Ruby. His long throw across is in time. 2 outs. So 2 quick ground outs here in the top of the 6th. You can feel the momentum shift here. Or is that just a little bit of wind? Well, one way or the other. It's either wind or momentum. The Express feeling pretty decent about themselves right now and hoping they can keep it right here. So Dillard is visiting with the manager, Brian Burke, third base side. I mean, yeah. Oh, well, you know what? He's actually, the pitcher, Griffin, is still standing over there. He's ready to go back in the game. The pitch misses. So, yeah, that was another stall tactic there from Winchester. As I already wrote down the line for Griffin thinking his night was over, but he's standing over there with his glove in his hand. He's all hyped up and ready, shaking his head around. He's ready to go back in the game again. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. But again, we talked about it. Griffin's pitch count was very manageable. He was at like 50 pitches or not even. So Winchester's going to try to get as much out of him as they can. 1-1 to Dillard. Swing and a miss, and Chadwell a pitch away from sending this quickly to the bottom of the 6th inning. So it does appear Strasburg will continue to face the right-hander from Shenandoah, Blaine Griffin, in the bottom of the inning. 1-2 from Jacob Chadwell. Swing and a fister back to the mound. Chadwell fields, he sets, throws, and got him. Another quick inning for Jacob Chadwell, and here comes Griffin as he leaps back to the mound, and he'll pitch the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg down 4-3. We'll be back after this. Strasburg down 4-3, bottom of the 6th. Dante Ruby the batter, and he's quickly behind 0-2. He's singled his last time up, hitting .500 on the season. And Blaine Griffin has his 50th pitch coming up. 1-0-2. And that misses 1-2 on the fastball. Ruby, Milford, and McGowan due up for the Express, trailing by a run. They've scored in the last 2 innings. They're usually a 1-inning scoring team. 1-2. Inside, watch out, 2-2. Again, coming off of a low-scoring win against Front Royal on Monday. That was a 3-2 final. Swing and a miss. One out here in the bottom of the 6th, and it brings up Cooper Milford. Milford 0 for 2 with a fly out and a line out. That's high, ball 1. Milford takes a breaking ball inside, now 2-0. Some scores around the league tonight. Stanton leading Culpeper 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Waynesboro leading at Covington 6-2 in the 7th. Front Royal shutting out Charlottesville 3-0 in the 6th. 2-0 misses 3-0. Harrisonburg leading Woodstock 2-0 top of the 6th. And Percival's leading Newmarket 2-0 top of the 5th. 3-0 now to Milford. And that's right there for a strike, 3-1. Marshall McGowan on deck. He's trying to get off the schneid tonight with a fly out and a double play. 3-1's high, ball 4, and another free pass. This time a 1-out walk. Not as bad as a leadoff walk.
First baseman, number 22, Marshall McGowan.
And Marshall McGowan will step in. McGowan out of Western Carolina University from Forest City, North Carolina. Winchester trying to get every drop they can out of Griffin. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Swings first pitch after the walk. And catch is made out there and right, 2 outs. 2 outs now, and here's Fuller Morris, the catcher. He's 1 for 1 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. .57 pitches for Griffin, just 26 for strikes. Yet he has a 4-3 lead, and he's an out away from going through 6 innings tonight on the mound. Check to first, and Milford nearly tagged out. Another check over there. Griffin's got quick feet. He gets the baseball over there very quickly. First pitch coming up here to Morris. That's high. Here's a back pick to first, saved by Tellefson as he leapt in the air and caught it, preventing it from rolling down the line. So it's just a ball, and the count 1-0 to Morris. That misses, 2-0. Hitters count. Morris drew the leadoff walk to start last inning. Check to first. Safe again. So if you see if pickoffs counted as pitches, Griffin would be at about 70 pitches tonight. He's thrown over about 10 times between first and second, 2-0. That's high, 3-0. J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman, would be next. He doubled last inning and scored on the 2 RBI hit by Tommy Kerwin. And strike one. Griffin, the righty, sets and throws to first. Milford back in. I think what's most impressive is all these throws, and he hadn't thrown one away yet. He has been, besides maybe one, he has been really on the money every time. 3-1. Fouled back, and the runner will be on the move here on the pitch as Milford's in a 3-2 count. Or excuse me, Morrish is in a 3-2 count. We've got Milford, McGowan, and Morrish back to back to back tonight. The M names. Griffin sets and delivers. Inside, ball four. He walked another one. And the tying run moves into scoring position now with 2 outs for J.W. Kohlmeyer, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Heck of a night for Fuller Morrish. He's been on 3 times, a couple of walks and a double. And now Kohlmeyer with a chance here to drive in the tying run in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch. That's a breaking ball. Inside, ball 1. Now 63 pitches for Griffin, just 28 for strikes. Kohlmeyer out of VMI. 1-0. Takes that slow breaker in there for a strike. 1-1. He popped it up. Shallow center. And Keenan makes the catch. And he gets through 6 innings tonight. And we are heading to the 7th. Winchester leading 4-3. Four to 3 as we go to the top of the 7th. Jacob Chadwell back to the mound for inning number 3. And he will face 9-1-2 Zach Fortman, Bodie Pullen, and Carl Keenan. First pitch is popped up. Right side of the infield, Kohlmeyer calling, waiting, and just barely holding on. But he makes the catch, and there's 1 out. 1 up, 1 down, top of the lineup. Bodie Pullen steps in.
Left fielder, number 2.
He is 0 for 3. All right, 7th inning, and that means it's history time on this day, July 1st in baseball history. Our first one is coming from the year 1859, and it'll come after this first pitch between Bodie Pullen and Jacob Chadwell. Pitch in there for a strike. Today, In 1859, in the first college baseball game ever played, Amherst defeated Williams College 73-32. By some reports, it was 66-32. That ball is hit in the air to center field. Douglas under it, and the catch is made. 2 outs. So I have to wonder and think that the pitching was not very good.
Second baseman, number 3, Carl Keenan.
Carl Keenan now. He is 0 for 3, strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out. Chadwell been out away from 3 shutdown innings. He's thrown 15 pitches so far, 7 for strikes. The pitch to the left-hander. That swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Today in 1901, Chicago first baseman Jack Doyle, harassed by a Polo Grounds fan, jumps into the stands and hits him with his left hand, re-injuring the hand which he had broken several weeks before. Swung on and grounded to second. Kohlmeyer there, and another quick inning for Jacob Chadwell. And it's time to stretch. 4-3 our score. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Shortstop, number 5, Tommy Kerwin.
Getting down to business here, bottom of the 7th. And Winchester holds a 4-3 lead, and they'll go to a new pitcher for the first time, Tyler McLeod. 6'3" righty, 162 out of Felician. And he will face the top of the lineup. Tommy Kerwin takes ball 1. Well, tip of the cap to the right-hander from Shenandoah University, Blaine Griffin. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. Walked 3 and struck out 2. And he is in line for the victory here tonight through a quality start and everything. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Tommy Kerwin. He has singled twice and driven in 2 runs. 2-0 misses, 3-0. Numbers on the year for McLeod. This is his 7th outing. 11 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs. He's walked 4, struck out 14, ERA of 4.09. And he walks the leadoff man on 4 pitches. Not a recipe for success.
Now batting center fielder, number 12, Jay Douglas.
And now Jay Douglas steps in. So the tying run reaches on the free pass. And Jay Douglas climbs in. Douglas 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs and a fly out. McLeod looking to get in the strike zone for the first time. That's inside. 5 in a row have missed. 1-0. Get to some more history here in this 7th inning. 1-0. That's right there for a strike, 1-1. Kerwin the tying run, nobody out, bottom 7. The Winchester Royals with a record of 13-10. The Strasburg Express with a record of 12-11. One is in there at the bottom of the zone, 1-2. And a ground ball foul, stay alive. Today in 1903, pitcher Cy Young drives home the only run in the 10th inning as the Boston Americans beat Chicago 1-0. Check to first, Kerwin back in. And that's popped up foul. Today in 1917, despite a state law banning Sunday baseball, the Robins play their first Sunday game in Brooklyn, charging regular admission and beating the Phillies 3-2. It was announced that the admission would benefit the Militia of Mercy, a wartime charity. 1-2 misses. And the money went toward a pregame band concert and military drill exhibition. More than 12,000 attended. Despite that, Ebbets and the manager of the ball club were arrested. Douglas misses ball 3, so they were arrested for playing baseball on a Sunday on this day, July 1st, 1917. 3-2 coming up to Douglas, and a check to first. Kerwin was leaning a little bit there, but he's back in safely. This is a big pitch right here. Runner goes, and the pitch is a called strike 3. That was low, and now the ball's in the center field. And moving to third is Kerwin. So Douglas is rung up on a pitch that appeared to be down, but moving to second and then third on the stolen base, and the E2 is the shortstop Kerwin. So the the tying run is now at third base with 1 out.
25, Sam Brown.
And now Sam Brown, the tying run at third. And he takes a strike, 0-1. This is who you want up if you're Strasburg. Corners are playing in, the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball, he's behind, 0-2.
Please return the foul balls to the train station and pick up your freeze ball.
Again, you look back at how big that strikeout is on Douglas. 3-2, called a strike. Now the infield's going to come in here. 0-2 from McLeod. And that misses. Not a bad pitch, but not a strike either. 1-2. Leadoff walk to start the inning, then all at once a strikeout looking, a stolen base, and an E2. 1-2 from McLeod. Check swing on a breaking ball. He held up. 2-2 now. Winchester has led from the get-go. 3-0 after 1. 4-1 after 4. 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Brown got a heck of a hack on that one, but sent it backwards. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Brown with a home run to right center back in the 4th. He's also lined out and flown out. Right-hander from Felician from the wind. And a breaking ball inside for ball 3. Winchester wanted it. They didn't get it. You got to give a lot of credit to Brown there for laying off of that pitch, because if he does swing at it, he's probably hitting that to first base. 3-2. Same pitch, same result. Ball 4. Brown lays off and draws the walk. Heck of a take there
Ben Green.
from Sam Brown. And now first and third with one out. That does set up the double play. As Ben Green comes up, he is 1 for 3 with a single back in the 4th. We've seen at times this year the Express have been susceptible of the double play ball. Brown at first, the tying run, Kerwin at third. Check to first, and here, nope, Kerwin was just pump faking over there. Last thing you want to do is run into an out. We've seen that plenty this year. The pitch. That's down and away, ball 1. Does appear to be some movement down in the Winchester bullpen. They got 6 great innings out of the starter, Blaine Griffin. Some trouble here in the 7th. 1-0. Swinging a line drive into right center field. That's going to be over the right fielder's head. This game is tied, and the go-ahead run holds at third, and an RBI double for Ben Green. And this is a 4-4 game here in the 7th inning. Tommy Kerwin comes in to score. Brown moves all the way to third, and Green into second with a huge hit to tie this one up.
Third baseman, number 1, Dante Ruby.
Off the bat, couldn't tell if the right fielder Dillard was going to be able to get there to make the catch, but he couldn't. And this is a tie ball game with runners at second and third and 1 out for Dante Ruby, the third baseman. The infield will come in. McLeod will work from the wind, and he will step off. And now here comes the catcher out to talk. I think Strasburg was wanting a disengagement to be charged there or something, but regardless, we'll get back to play right here. Dante Ruby 1 for 3 in his Strasburg debut. Men at second and third. 1 out. Swing and a foul back, 0-1. Again, Winchester's playing the infield in here. That can be really good for them, or sometimes that could end up backfiring right here. If you hit anything soft, but not too soft, it's a base hit. 0-1. Swing and a miss. He's behind 0-2. Big spot here. Strasburg has tied it, but they really like to take the lead. Try to really put the pressure on Winchester here, but McLeod, first 2 pitches has looked good. He's ahead 0-2. And that misses down and away. Good setup pitch there from the right-hander. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This inning started with the dreaded leadoff walk. 1-2. Fouled away. Battle will continue between McLeod and Ruby. 1-2 again. Fouled back, just getting a piece is Dante Ruby. And the at-bat will extend at least 1 more pitch. Seen 3 foul balls in the at-bat. It'll be number 6 coming up. And that is foul. Just getting a piece once again. Today in 1941, before a crowd of 52,832 at Yankee Stadium, Joe DiMaggio leads a sweep of the Red Sox 7-2 and 9-2. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ruby down on strikes, and that's a big second out and a sigh of relief for the right-hander, McLeod.
41, Cooper Milford.
So with 2 outs now, the runner's still at second and third. Here's Cooper Milford. He's 0 for 2 with a walk his last time up. There is bullpen activity for Strasburg. Milford takes ball 1. One zero. That's in there, 1-1. Today in 1962, Albie Pearson becomes the first player to go hitless in 11 at-bats in a doubleheader, both 9-inning games. He was 0 for. 1-1, that's in there, 1-2. Well, the Express have tied here in the 7th inning, but it would feel like a mini victory if Winchester can hold it right here at a 4-4 game. 1-2 from McLeod. That misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Today in 1967, Baltimore's Jim Palmer gives up a grand slam, but it's in the minor leagues. He was sent to Rochester for rehab, and he gave up a granny. 2-2 is a called strike 3, and Winchester gets out of it. So Strasburg gets second and third with 1 out and can't add any further. They do tie it. As we go to the 8th, it's a 4-4 game. New pitcher for Strasburg as we go to the top of the 8th. It'll be the right-hander out of Anderson University, Luke Parson. He will take over for Jacob Chadwell, who is absolutely stellar. Chadwell going 3 innings, allowing just 1 hit, no runs. He didn't walk anybody, and he didn't strike anybody out. He played to contact, and his defense did their jobs. So now Parson will come into the game. Chadwell was at just 16 pitches. Here's the pitch from Parson, high, ball 1. And that is popped up to short, backing up Kerwin. He makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down to start the top of the 8th as Jamie Padilla is retired. Brings up Brody Connors, the third baseman. He's 1 for 3. He's also grounded out to third a couple of times. 4-4 our score in the top of the 8th. Winchester tonight 2 for 9 with 2 outs. Strasburg 0 for 6. With runners on, Strasburg at the plate 4 for 20. And Winchester just 2 for 13 with runners on. That's a strike, 0-1. Neither team has had the bases loaded tonight. With runners on and less than 2 outs, Strasburg 2 for 5. And leadoff men tonight, Strasburg 5 for 7, Winchester 3 for 8. 0-1 from Luke Parson. That's popped up foul, 0-2. Get to some more history before we wrap it up. Today in 73 in California, Twins Jim Catt fired a one-hitter to beat the Angels 2-1. Frank Robinson's home run in the second, the only hit of the game. 0-2. Breaking ball inside, 1-2. One, two to the Winchester cleanup man. Popped up foul and out of play.
Please return foul balls to the train station. And there's a
On this day in 1994, the Orioles and Angels combined to hit a major league record, tying 11 home runs in a contest won by Baltimore 14-7. Orioles hit 6, Angels hit 5. None of them went more than 400 feet. 1-2, a little bit inside, 2-2. Today in 96, trailing the Mets 8-7 in the bottom of the 8th, Toronto comes up with 8 runs. New York fights back with 2 in their half of the 9th, but the Blue Jays hold on to win 15-10. 2-2, grounded foul. Today in 07, Mike Hargrove surprisingly resigned as the manager of the Mariners with the team in first place in the AL West. 2-2 is hit a mile high into left field, down the left field line, giving it a look out there is Green, and it's out of play. That ball was hit way up there, and you don't want him to straighten that one out, or that's going to be way out of here.
The train station and pick up your freeze pop. So good night for that.
Today in 2013, Annie Pettit passed Whitey Ford for the most strikeouts in Yankees history. 13 years ago today. 2-2 again. That misses, 3-2. Today in 2015, Carlos Carrasco of the then Cleveland Indians comes just within one strike of pitching a no-hitter. And that is grounded sharply to short. Kerwin fields and throws to first in time. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. That was sharply hit, but Tommy is there. Here's Cam Tellefson for the 4th time tonight.
First baseman, number 42, Cam Tellefson.
Today in 2016, the Indians set a team record with their 14th straight wins, but they needed 19 innings to beat the Blue Jays 2-1. Tellefson with a 2-run homer back in the first. He's also struck out looking and grounded out to second. And that almost hit him, but it missed 1-0. Final history note today in 2022, Nolan Arenado hits the first cycle for the Cardinals since 05, but they lost the game to the Phillies 5-3. 1-0. Check swing, it's a called strike regardless, 1-1. So that is our history tonight on this day, July 1st. We dated all the way back to the first college baseball game tonight from the 1800s. 1-1. And that ball is crushed to left, but it is a foul ball. Tellefson just missing his second home run of the game, which would have been his second two-run performance here at First Bank Park this year. He did it last time he was here, but it just goes foul, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Check that 1-2. See if Parson can get through this half inning. Fouled back. Tie game here, top of the eighth. Strasburg has 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom of the inning. 1-2, grounded to third. Ruby stays down, sets, throws across, and just gets him in time, and that will do it in the top of the eighth. Luke Parson with a 1-2-3 eighth inning, and we go to the bottom of the eighth. Strasburg with a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. We'll be back after this on the Strasburg Express Baseball Network. Four to four, we go to the bottom of the eighth. New pitcher Jackson Walsh taking over for Winchester, and he'll try to hold the score right here. He'll face 7, 8, 9, Marshall McGowan, Fuller Morris, and J.W. Kohlmeyer. First pitch is popped up. So he's swinging first pitch again, and it's out there to center and caught by Padilla. So McGowan out on one pitch, and it brings up Fuller Morris. She's been on 3 times tonight.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Fuller Morris.
Jackson Walsh also out of Felician, 6-foot righty. His numbers on the season: has an ERA of 6.23, record of 1-0, 17 innings, 20 hits. 20 innings, 17 hits. Morris takes a ball. He has walked 8 and struck out 11, so he will walk you at times. Well, I would have liked to have seen McGowan a little bit more patient there. 1-0. That also misses to Morris. Fuller's been on 2 walks, a run scored, and a double. Pretty good out of the 8th spot. Hitters count 2-0. Fouled back. Winchester 3-0 after 1, 4-1 after 4, 4-3 after 5, and now 4-4 after 7. But Strasburg still had opportunities in that 7th inning. They had second and third and just one out. Could only score the 1 run. 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounded up the middle sharply, and it's a base hit. And Fuller Morris has been on twice by hits tonight and twice by walks. 4 times on base for the catcher from Georgia
Second
State.
baseman, number 6, J.W. Kohlmeyer.
Single and a double now. 2 walks and a run scored. So here's Kohlmeyer. He flew out to right his last time up. Some extra time being taken here. Well, Morris is a catcher, so you have to think he'll be pretty conservative on the base paths. Gap shot, though, could make it interesting. Swing and a miss, 0-1. That's high, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Right-hander Jackson Walsh. Swing and a miss. One, 2. And fouled away. The go-ahead run at first for Strasburg. And Kohlmeyer somehow gets out of the way of that one, 2-2. Top of the lineup next, and Tommy Kerwin. Two twos high, 3-2. Yeah, I don't know. I think you hold the runner here. You've got the top of the lineup next. We'll see. Runner does not go, and the pitch is swung on and missed. 2 outs now here in the 8th inning, and it brings up Tommy Kerwin, the shortstop. Kerwin's been on 3 times tonight, 2 singles, a walk. He has scored a run. He has stolen a base, and he has 2 RBIs. And he has a very dirty uniform, like a lot of guys do tonight. Quick turnaround for the game tomorrow night. All right, Kerwin, the left-hander, takes outside, ball 1. So as long as they've been washing the other pair, they'll be clean, no problem for tomorrow. Well, they've had time to wash them, or have their host family wash them. 1-0. Kerwin pops it up foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking ahead to the 9th inning, Winchester will have 6, 7, and 8 due up. Meanwhile, Strasburg trying to get the lead run across the board here in this 8th inning. 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Walsh, the 3rd pitcher of the night for the Royals. McLeod went an inning, allowing a hit, a run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. 1-2 now. And Kerwin hits a chopper, side of the mound, tough play, bobbled, and a base hit. As Kerwin beats it out, nothing the infield could do. It was to the right of the mound. And good hustle by Kerwin, beating it out. His 3rd hit of the ball game, 3rd single, and now the Express have 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Just a little chopper And now Jay Douglas. That's high. Douglas 0 for 4 tonight. And he hits a high pop-up into left. Pull in there. And he makes the catch. Strasburg strands more men, and we go to the 9th. It is 4-4, and we'll be back after this. Top of the 9th we go, and how fitting, a tie game on the hottest night of the year.
J.P. Williams.
And it'll be J.P. Williams, Reese Newberry, and Christian Dillard, as Luke Parson will stay on the mound for his second inning of work. He threw 13 pitches last inning, 8 for strikes, 1, 2, 3, a pop out, and 2 ground outs. Newberry 1 for 3, and he takes a ball 1-0. Strasburg with many, many opportunities tonight on the offensive side, and they have squandered many of them. So you just have to wonder, will they be able to overcome it? 1-0 from Parson. And that is crushed to left field, and this game is no longer tied. Home run for Reese Newberry. And it's 5-4 Royals. Or excuse me, for J.P. Williams, his second home run of the game. That ball was crushed. So 5-4 now.
Number 17, Reese Newberry.
And here's Newberry. He's 1 for 3. So J.P. Williams has 2 home runs tonight. On a ball that was way out of here. Pitch is a strike to Newberry, 0-1. Check swing on a breaking ball. Did he go? No, he didn't. 1-1. One. That misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss, got him way out in front. 3-1. And that is crushed to left field now, and that ball is gone. And 6-4 Winchester. Back-to-back home runs, Williams and Newberry.
Right fielder, number 21, Christian Dillard.
All right, here's Dillard. He's 0 for 2. That misses, ball 1. Cue shot foul, 1-1. One in the dirt, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Out number 1 here in the 9th. Brings up the 9-hitter, Zach Fortman.
Shortstop, number 27, Zach Fortman.
High for ball 1. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. One and two. Line foul, still 1 and 2. In the dirt, 2 and 2. Swing and a miss, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Make it the 9th inning. And back to the top of the lineup, Bodie pulling the left fielder bats. Pitches in the dirt, 1-0. That ball drilled to left center, but Douglas running, and he'll make the catch. 2 home runs in the inning for Winchester, and they're 3 outs away from beating the Express here in a very winnable game tonight for the Express. We'll be back after this here on the Express Baseball Network. Six to 4 Winchester. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Sam Brown, Ben Green, and Dante Ruby. Due up for the Express as they look to come from behind again here against Winchester. Jackson Walsh stays on the mound. He's in line to win this game now. Pitch to Brown. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. Brown has homered, and he's also walked, lined out, and flown out. Strasburg out hitting Winchester 10-8. That's outside, 1-1. Kind of surprised we're not seeing the closer come in here for Winchester, Tyler Oakes. He's appeared in 11 games. He has 27 strikeouts in 17 2/3 innings. He has 4 saves. That's fouled away, and he has an ERA of 2.04, so not sure where Tyler Oakes is tonight, but probably gives Strasburg a better chance of winning the game with him not on the mound. 1-2 to Sam Brown here in the 9th inning. That misses, 2-2. Strasburg held Winchester off the board from the 4th all the way to the 9th inning. 2-2. Fouled back again. And the battle continues here with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Line to center and right at Jamie Padilla. 1 out.
Left fielder number 11, Ben Green.
And it brings up Ben Green with Strasburg down to their final 2 chances. Just kind of been another one of these games like they've been most of the year where you've had good moments and then you've had really bad moments. And they just not been able to piece it together consistently, as the record tells you, 12-11. If they lose tonight, 12-12. It's just been a lot of inconsistencies. Green takes a strike, 0-1. Typically, on an average night, they have not been able to put their hitting and pitching both together. And that has been an issue. 0-1. Green swings and drills one to left field. This ball is deep, and this ball is gone. Ben Green makes it a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a solo homer. He's now just a triple shy of the cycle, and it's 6-5. So Ben Green continues to have an impressive night at the plate. 2 RBIs.
Third baseman number 1, Dante Ruby.
Now 11 hits for Strasburg within a run, 6-5. Ruby struck out swinging his last time up with men at second and third and 1 out. He's also singled and grounded out. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ruby will be followed by Cooper Milford, who's 0 for 3. 0-1 to Dante Ruby. And a broken bat fister to the left side. Charging is Connors. Off balance throw. Got him. 2 outs. And the Express down to their final out here in the 9th inning.
Right fielder number 41, Cooper Milford.
So Milford will bat. And Strasburg's unable to come back here. This will go down as one of the more frustrating losses of the 26 campaign. There's been a lot of them, but this one is going to rank up there with all the missed opportunities. Milford takes high, ball 1. Just need a base runner if you're Strasburg, or if you can hit another one out of here, you've got a tie game. Just have to get the ball in the air because it's flying in this 9th inning. 1-0. That's in there to Milford, 1-1. Jackson Walsh looking to finish this thing off and pick up the win. That's low, 2-1. And he swings and pops it up into center. And the Winchester Royals knock off the Strasburg Express tonight, 6-5. Strasburg falls to 12-12. Back to 500 once again, and Winchester's up to 14-10. This is the first time the Royals have beaten the Express this year. And Strasburg falls to 500 once again. Express are at Newmarket tomorrow and back here on Friday night. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. 6-5 the final. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2026